Welcome to Matters Podcast, where combat sports, mindset, and real life lessons collide. Hosted by Derving and Nate, we dive into jiu-jitsu, wrestling, MMA, and the grind that shapes athletes inside and outside the mat. Every episode we bring stories, strategies, and raw conversations that fuel growth, resilience, and community. Stay tuned because it's more than a fight, it's a lifestyle. Hello, welcome back to Man Matters Podcast. I was trying to remember to say that right name. Sometimes I say the wrong name. That's the old podcast name.
Thank you for joining us today. How's it going?
How's it going, man? Doing good, man. It's a nice weekend. Easter with the family. I competed this weekend.
Saw that. Congrats.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to have a match, to be honest, coming Friday. I didn't want to jump into the freaking absolute.
Yeah, good way to
But
get
absolute
hurt.
was, Friday it was like 3 or 4 people. So then as brackets start breaking down, you have already like 8 or 12 people in the bracket, in absolute. That's a lot of freaking matches.
Yeah.
You wish I was looking forward to.
Right.
But I had this guy. He was 250 was the weight class. They moved me up and moved me to the over 18 instead of the master because I'm all as shit. Put me a younger guy go against. But it was okay. It feels like no disrespect to my opponent, but it feels like I don't know if a lot of people were not competing. I don't know if because BJJF is also going on the same day in Charlotte. And this was in Hickory, so probably more people rather go to Charlotte.
B.
And compete there. I was like 2 out of 3 against him.
Really? Okay.
Match. So the first time we again against him, took him down. Was trying to pass his guard, and then the reset up, and the reset was in the middle. And I was able to get a Americana from half guard because I was trying to try to get out of the guard. But so I was able to lock it in. So I should just go for it. Just lay on it and hear the elbow. I was like, oh shit. His elbow pop. I was like, oh fuck. When the guy tapped, I was like, oh. I felt bad. He goes, no. Because he was also signed up for the absolute and he also signed up for the gi. Tear your elbow in the first match. It's a long freaking day. So that was that. And then went again like 5-10 minutes later against him again. And this one was just one decision against him. I try to stay away from his left arm, not from his right arm. That's what it was. My left arm, my left side, because I didn't want to be a freaking asshole. I mean, I really hurt the guy, and he was coming with ice to the second match.
Okay.
So I don't want to. I mean, I don't know if this guy has a job, has kids, and he has to freaking work.
Right.
To her freaking arm.
She got it for the left arm.
Yeah. I should have tried to go for Kimura for the left arm. But the only reason I went for that because he could not frame up or he tried to do a hip bump. But I remember that he cannot hip bump with his right arm to get elevation. So that's what I was like, oh, pass his guard. I was able to pass his guard better. Like when I was able to get mount, I tried to also mount. Like, why don't I just go for mother's milk and try to go for that? I was able to get it, but he was able to re-guard and he just ended up in full guard from there. It was 6-0 in the school board. So there. Don't want to do anything too stupid. I don't want to hurt that guy anyway. The other guys over me like, dude, you should go for that arm again. Just break the arm. Younger me would have done that. Younger me would have done that for sure. Like, take the arm.
You've cooled down and you're.
Yeah, I have my kids with me too. I have my kids with me, so I don't know. It's a good. See, freaking
example.
See, dad rip somebody's arm in a freaking competition. The little one, Addison would have been. The little one would have been cheering like, yeah. but probably traumatized my older one. But that's like, nah, just good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
You wanna win with honor. You don't wanna freaking tear somebody's arm. Unless now, if he was taken there like DEFCON 1, yeah, definitely you have to mention. But if somebody's being nice and stuff like that, just wanna compete. Yeah, so I was trying to teach my daughter, like, oh, there's that guy, that's your enemy. It's like, man, he's not my enemy. Competitors competing against each other.
Yeah.
Competition, just going against each other and just trying to see who's better in jiu-jitsu. It's not like I hate the guy because he's in the same bracket. Unless he like smack one of my kid on the way in here, then we have a problem.
Yeah, right.
So, but other than that, yeah, it's your opponent is trying to see. You want to see who's better out of the two of you in this rule set of game that we're playing. But it just happened to be a full contact sport. But doesn't mean that you want to freaking kill the person because of it. Younger me, yeah, would have been. You're like, fuck, I hate this fucking guy. But also freaking, you have unnecessary energy you used to if you go that way too. Have you noticed that? So much fuel and energy and stress and raise your cortisol level for unnecessary stress that you already have when going to competition. I usually wear my Fitbit, so I check my heart rate. And then my wife, she saw me pacing back and forth in the house before we ever left for the competition. She's like, "Why are you pacing?" It's like, nothing, man.
Isn't
I'm pacing, man. I just make sure I have everything. I forget. Man. You go into the same room back and forth. But then I saw my band. It shows like 120. I was already just like before warming up, so like okay, I need to chill. Like I just need to stretch and just do a little move around, get my joints loose and stuff like that before going there. That helps a lot. So that way you know when your heart rate is going up, down, when stress hits, and things like that. Because sometimes you feel the stress and you think it's your conditioning going up, but it's not. It's just stress.
right. I get that a lot. Yeah. I have a really hard time convincing myself of which one that is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get before the match and then just feel so like either exhausted or hungry, actually. A lot of the time that one hits me. Like I feel like I'm hungry and I don't have any energy because of that. But it's
Really?
just nervousness. Yeah. Yeah.
So for some reason, I'm the opposite in competition. I don't get hungry.
Really?
Yeah. But for some reason, probably because of wrestling, used to it. Because the wrestling, you have to make second day weigh-ins. Like, make sure you give your
Used
intake
to
low.
rolling with
Yeah.
no food.
You make sure you keep your intake low. Otherwise, you have to be running a lot or this.
Hmm.
These sessions are over. But for some reason, I'm the opposite. Probably because of stress too. I know you were there whenever I did. I was also in Hickory. I did no gi and gi. And the whole day, I think I only have like, I don't think I had anything to eat. I had my daughter something to eat, like fries and fries, hot dog, popcorn, something like that. But I didn't eat much. For some reason, I wasn't hungry. But then afterwards, like, I had to eat, man. Boom. No, man. But it was a pretty decent tournament. Trying to see. Actually, it was just two of us competing in this one, but compared to the last one that was here in January. It's more than because most of them are competing this weekend. They're going to Morrisville for a submission only.
Okay.
All right, Ben. I'm trying to stick 2 points for right now. A competition. I want to because I don't know how you feel about points versus submission only. Because points, it feels like you can see where you're improving to a certain extent. Your position in attacks, of course, submission threat is always there. You can always go for that submission. But it feels like you have like progressive game within the game rather than just being target fixated in the submission. And if your submission doesn't happen, it's that end all be all. And if you have a submission that you go to and you have it set, it makes for a freaking long match. How do you feel? What you really prefer?
So interestingly enough, I'd almost always do better in sub only.
Mhm.
I do think a balance is good though, because the points competitions, although in some cases it does encourage stalling, I think that they are good. It's good at practice because anything that gets you points is a good position, and it's something that you should be working towards before you go for a submission. The problem being is that when you only go for the position and just hold there and just wait for the time to run out, that's pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
But again, it's good practice to get into all of the positions that get you points. So I don't disagree with that system.
Hmm.
Sub only can lead to bad habits,
Hmm.
but tends to be more action packed. And I
Hmm.
think that's, yeah, it probably does say something about my game, but like, yeah, I've typically done much better in sub only. And I think it's because we're constantly moving and I tend to do better with that. I don't like it when people just hold to one position. I like to have openings.
That what you say about the scoring part. One of the guys supposed to be me like, you should just get up and take it down. Get up and take it down. So like, dude, it's a grappling competition. You want to do all of that. You just want to do the takedown. Because I can take the guy down a whole day. Well, if I was trying to go for a advanced position, it's not worth it. But as right now, I've probably stick to probably score system because I'm not there yet for some submission. But I think I would like to do submission only because I like to go for the kill if I see an opening. But if I mean, I've been out of competition for almost what 2 years now, so I want to get better. Just getting better at competition, and it makes your brackets go by faster too. But if you go submission,
True. Yeah, that is true.
yeah, hopefully the other guy just wear himself out.
Yeah,
You can
that's
get him
true
on.
as well. Yeah, you can kind of wait the other person out
Yeah,
and get them at the end.
yeah. Just like what was it? Nicky Rod was trying to finish his match as fast as possible so he can watch Gordon Ryan's match in ADCC. I think that's what it was.
That's funny.
I don't know if you see I don't know if I've seen the run or something like that. But I saw that Toro Cup is having a women's heavyweight championship. I think it's like $2,500
Really?
prize. I don't know if I've seen it right or not. Somebody from the friend with me on Instagram that I follow on Instagram. She posted um one of her students is signed up for that I guess bracket for that tournament. $2,500, that's a pretty good prize.
That is.
But how much money do you think they give out in Toro?
I mean, it varies quite a bit, but sometimes a lot.
Yeah. So
The
a twenty five
last one I
hundred
went to was
dollar
a lot.
so 2,500 bracket doesn't seem unreal.
No, it doesn't. No, they easily give away more than that for the
Yeah.
last competition.
And also they also improved the stalling that you were talking about. Getting penalized for stalling. That's something they implemented in the last one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the last one was really good. I mean, there was a couple matches that were slow, but everything else was good, and that was a really fun one to go to.
Hmm. You think they improved from the one before that one? Because the one before that one took forever because there were
Yeah,
so
well,
much
to
action
be
going on.
honest, the last like I don't know 3 that I went to before that one were they just match after match that was pretty slow. Yeah, there was. I wanted to say they went like 2 hours later than they expected, something like that.
Oof.
Yeah, it was late, and I had to drive all the way back from Durham, so I wasn't looking forward to that. But no, this last one was really good, really enjoyable.
So that must be an improvement for the stalling rule
It's got to be. Yeah, yeah.
compared to how it used to be before. Um, I want to talk today for about UFC 327 coming up, coming back to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami, South Beach, Florida. I saw that the Joshua Van title fight was scratched because Joshua Van was injured. But I don't know what kind of injury do you think he had to have that just moved back for a month?
Do you think you reported staff?
Maybe because it's a weird one because only for a month. What kind of injury do you think you
Right.
have to only push it back for 1 month?
Staff would definitely be gone in that time, or should be.
Mhm. Yeah.
I can't. I'm trying to
More or
think.
less.
Like even sprained ankle, I might take longer than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a weird one. But let's move to the um fight where Hamza Shemaya versus um your boy, the American as fuck,
Franklin.
Sean Strickland. I also seen that Vicente Luque fight was scratched the this card. And this was his, I guess, his debut. I'm not sure if it's debut at 185 because usually fights at 170, but Vicente Luque is going up to once. Never mind, he fought. Never mind, they moved that one. Cal Dacus was the one that pulled out of that Vicente Luque, and now they're having Vicente Luque versus Calvin Gastelum. See, April 11th. This is weekend, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They moved to the early prelims.
Interesting.
Benio Dariush versus Manuel Torres was scratched. Huh. That's weird. Damn, Kevin Gastelum. He fought Israel Adesanya for the interim title for middleweight, and now he's in the early prelims. Damn,
That
this game
how
is
might he have fallen?
unforgivable. Yeah. Damn. Oh man. This game is unforgivable, man.
It really is.
Back the line, sir.
Yeah.
He's Ultimate Fighter winner as well.
You're not selling tickets? Back the line.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. Then you have another one interesting one. Lupe Godinez versus Tatiana Suarez. I think it's gonna be a good one. I don't know how Tatiana Suarez is gonna come back. Now I can't remember correctly if she fought the champion in the last one. Yeah, she fought Sanwei Lee in the last one, February 8th of 2025. Then she won and beat Amanda Limos by decision back in September 2025. Lost to Samuel Lee. Her boyfriend is not doing so well. Her boyfriend is Patchy Mix, 3-0-3 in the UFC. Or lost 2 and then went to Rising and he got kicked in the face by a 19-year-old.
Hey.
Yeah. Damn. That's right. Yeah, so he was a freaking Bellator staple. When he was in Bellator, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Bellator was feeding him something, some sort of performance enhancement for him to be that good. Because he wasn't the same when he came to UFC.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Man, I think that's gonna be a good match.
Yep. What are their typical fight styles? How do you think it's gonna go?
Lupe Godinez, I think, if I can remember correctly, striker, base, a couple of submission. No, she had one submission. Rear naked choke against Elise Reed by decision, TKO. Ashley Masting, submission armbar. Ivana Gomez. If I can remember correctly, she's the most of a striker. Notice will win versus Jessica Andrade. There's no easy win. Cindy Calvillo. But she has lost a couple of Vanessa Demopoulos. Back in LFA, she beat her, but she has lost. I mean, she lost against upper echelon women as well. Mackenzie Dern, Brenda Jandirova, 2 of them fight for the title. She lost against them, and then Angela Hill, she lost against her too. But it's gonna be a good crap. And Suarez, she is a grappler. I remember she had a bunch of stop signs in her wall on her wall from the U.S. Open, meaning winning championships. The U.S. Open in those kind of freestyle matches. So she was like really good in wrestling, but her knees were shit. That's the only thing.
Does.
Yeah. Change level of taking shots. It's all kind
Yeah.
of you count
I think
those.
those all the time.
Yeah. So though that's not being her curse. She's good, but she took some layoff from 2023. That's a long layoff. The injuries. And she's 35 years old now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Coming back close to the end of most people's careers.
So we shall see. Is Samuel Lee moving up? She had to, right? Because now the champion is Mackenzie Dern at that weight class, 115. And it's supposed to be, is that correct? Jandiroba is fighting her again, Mackenzie Dern, for the title.
Really?
Remember somebody just doing a freaking troll poster because the Roshnet Bandivarova versus Makasider 3. But you think Wei Li should have the title, right? Next. Against the one she moved up though. Yes, she moved up. Sun Wei Li because she vacated the title. That's why it was vacant for Gender Rowe versus Makasider. Well,
Oh, okay. Do you know when that match?
because she just won recently.
Yeah.
Gender Rowe. She won on Saturday. She beat Tabata Ricci.
I didn't see that match. How did that one go? Was it pretty decisive?
I didn't watch it either. But man, I heard that freaking card was nuts. I was tired from that tournament. I wasn't able to stay up
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
I seen I say Grato? Grato was a girl that freaking kicked the girl on the head. Well, she was kneeling down and she went for the head kick, but she went I'll have to send you the video.
Yeah.
She hit her bust like a collarbone in the chest, but it looked like she was going for the head. The girl just moved
Dang.
out, and then when she got a girl, the girl got a point deducted for it. Grato, I can't remember her name. But dude, that was brutal. She thought she was in prize still.
Yeah, right.
She was
Slacker
punting.
kid.
She almost punted her out of the octagon. Damn, she's vicious. You can tell the girl grew up around brothers.
Yeah.
Vicious as hell.
Kick him while they're down.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. What's his name? Ways vocal. I can't remember his name. Renato Moicano. He also had a lot of things to say about. He think he deserves to be better. Money Moicano. Come on, he talks a lot. Do his post fast interview. Well, we should probably get him on the podcast. See if we can get kicked out of our own podcast. But he's crazy. Who was it? Somebody. I tell you, somebody prank him.
Listener?
Moicano. Alex Pereira called him. He was like, "Hey man, like how you talking trash about me like during the interview?" Like he's like, "No, I won't say that. No disrespect. Like yeah, next time I see you, you're gonna be on site. I'm gonna beat you up." It's like, man, my bad. Like I know whatever he's here, but I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to you or what I said about you. But he just pranking him, and then actually I think it was Glover or his translator. The guy is always with him. It's like, fucking you, man. He's pranking you.
My gosh.
Imagine trying to piss off Pereira. Imagine trying to piss off Pereira.
You're right?
Alex,
Yeah.
Alex Pereira. If he's like that when he's calm, maybe when he's pissed off,
Yeah.
he was Hulk smacks you. Like Hulk did to Loki in the first Avengers.
Yeah, right?
Another one, like I see this weekend that are going on in Miami. Game Rat is fighting. I, I see maybe some of them are American top team guys, probably. Matthews Game Rat, my American top team is in Florida. Matthews Game Rat, he's pretty good guy. Um, this weekend, 35 years old too. Man, the UFC roster is getting older. He beat Jalen Turner. He beat Rafael dos Anjos. He beat Arma Saryukin in the decision. Beat Jeremy Stevens in the Kimura. So he had pretty good wins under his belt. Matthews game run. He's fighting this weekend, sea level. Kevin Holland. Who was it? Was Hamza Shimaev the calling the most active loser? He's fighting this weekend as well. That's disrespectful.
That's brutal.
But also, like, didn't Hamza Shimaev just ragdoll him too whenever they went against each other? Because that was the one weird card that was that's supposed to be Nate Diaz going away fight, and they matched him up against Hamza Shimaev.
Hey, yeah, and they swapped it all last minute.
Yeah. So they put Kevin Holland against Hamza Shimaev, and which was weird because according to Hamza Shimaev, they told him that he didn't have to make weight because they were moving him anyways. So he made weight for it, but it was weird that one. But yeah, he ragdoll Kevin Holland.
Yeah, really. It was over before it began, it felt like.
Yeah. Kevin Holland has a loud mouth. He likes to talk a lot. He didn't have a saying the whole match. That's how long it was.
Yeah.
But loud mouth as well. But that one is going on as well in this card. He's going against Randy Brown. I think he did last year. He only won against Vicente Luque in June. Hold on, let me put. Never mind. He beat Gunnar Nelson. He lost against talking about Kevin Holland. He lost against RDR, René Derriere, in January. He beat Gunnar Nelson. That was I thought Gunnar Nelson. Gunnar Nelson was one of those guys that's really prospect when it came to grappling. Irish guy. He was pretty good. But I can't remember if he was in Polaris, but I remember he was a good grappler. He had karate stance, but he was to ragdoll people whenever he will yeah, his grappling was pretty good. Who was it? Tate. I can't remember that's his name. I got that's another big prospect. He was in the same car as Conor McGregor versus I was getting confused. Michael Chandler, Chad Mendes. I went against Conor McGregor versus Chad Mendes. And also was in the same car. He dragged on, but he was good. But back to Kevin Holland. He beat Vicente Luque in June, then lost against Daniel Rodriguez and lost against Mike Malott last year. So he's pretty active, as we were saying.
Yeah, I would say.
That's 5 fights last year in 12 months.
Yeah, that's pumping him out. I wonder if he needs the money.
Yeah, no, right? Well, fighters are not known for doing well financial decisions.
Well, that's true. That is true.
They're in the fast business. They were good at financial decisions. They would be accountants.
I remember that's why Cerrone fought so much. He's like, I need money, to be honest.
Yeah. And he had a lot of money from his grandmother because that's where he got his ranch from.
Really?
Yeah, his grandma, she's the one that raised him. She had a lot of like land and stuff like that. That's where his BMF branch came from. That he had. He brought his BMF ranch was a lot of guys that he will bring in there from the Greg Jackson team and train there, train with him. And freaking for his striking, he brought freaking that Marlboro man, Joe Schilling, good kickboxer, with him.
Okay.
I don't know you remember him, Joe Schilling.
I don't. What?
He was the guy that he was I can't remember, was it Miami or something like that? He was at the bar and the guy was just posturing up and he was coming in and Joe Schilling was walking out and the guy just like bumped shoulders with Joe Schilling and he flinched at Joe Schilling and Joe Schilling just 3-piece combo and knock him out.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't flinch at random people. What are they doing? My gosh. You learn lessons real quick that way.
Oh yeah. Oh man. He tried to sue Joe Schilling after that too.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I mean, was a guy that was at the bar wearing long sleeve shirt, like like he just got out his job or something like that. Just straight up douche, just picking on people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he picked on the right guy. Before he got done flinching, he's already hit 3 times before he hit the ground. That's how fast he hit him with.
Yeah.
And Joe Schilling doesn't give a damn.
No.
He fights for fun. I was waiting for somebody to flinch at me. But yeah, Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. I can't remember much about Randy Brown. He had fought it recently. Some of the cards that he's fought, I watched. Lee Machado Gary versus Carlos Prats. I think watch that one. He lost against Brian Battle at welterweight. Randy Brown is 35 years old. Another one.
So yeah, there's a lot of people lasting that long these days, it seems like.
Yeah. Now for the main event, for the prelim card, you have 2 Bellator alumni. Patricio Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico was a big wrestling prospect out of high school. He was winning a lot, but he didn't make the 2020 Olympics. He decided just to retire from wrestling and just focus on MMA altogether. Then he developed a nasty left hook to the liver hook that he
Really?
with Freddie Roach. I think that's how he first started working striking.
Hmm.
And then eventually now he's with Greg Jackson's. And Winkle John. A good striking and as far as kickboxing, and they have a good grappling game plan there. Boom. We shall see. Man, last one. He's one of those guys in wrestling. Being aggressive pays off because you can grow your technique. In striking, you cannot do that. You run into punches every time. And that's what happened with him in last fight. He was too fucking
Okay.
aggressive. Too fucking aggressive.
Yeah.
I think it's against Murphy, the guy that he just fought recently, Avlov. 145. But man, he so aggressive. Um, but he has nasty liver hook. And he's wrestling for some reason. I can't remember him using it. During his fighting. Um, man, he had a lot of promise when it came to wrestling. And also the reason I don't blame him for leaving wrestling because wrestling was not making that much money anyways. You have more chance of more mainstream is MMA than wrestling. Especially in 2021. When I said 2020 Olympics, but 2020 Olympics trials was in 2021, just right after COVID. So a lot of businesses were closing and wrestling wasn't going up and up. They didn't know they was going up and up. But then, I mean, Olympic was going to get rid of wrestling altogether a few years before that. So he probably made the right decision at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, but that does make a lot of sense. I mean, yeah. MMA had more of a future by the looks.
Yeah. Not a lot of people like to see men in tights robbing each other.
It's crazy. I don't understand.
I know. I thought we were a progressive country. What are we doing in this country? What is this country coming to? That's what everybody likes. I forgot. Somebody sent me a freaking link recently about not many times, but this guy in Florida. Of course, Florida, man, always.
Always.
This guy was doing
What has the Florida man done now?
he was hosting a wrestling tournament in a freaking, I don't know if it's true or not because it's on Facebook, but let me share my screen. This guy right here. He's holding an unpermitted wrestling tournament in the Golden Corral parking lot.
In a Golden Corral parking lot?
So according to this report, Pensacola, Florida, a 36-year-old man in Pensacola is facing unlawful assembly of disorderly conduct charge just after organizing a fully structured wrestling tournament in the parking lot of Golden Corral on Creighton Road. Apparently, oh man, dude, I only got fucking one guy coming up to my bracket for that guy. This guy had eight complete matches. So I had 60-man bracket. He showed up at 4:30 with a generator and laminated 16-man bracket, folding table, a microphone, and a champion's belt. He had commission from a custom leather shop in Tallahassee for $180.
Dang.
He has been playing that since February, according to the citation. The event included 16 registered competitors who paid a $12 entry fee. No medical. There's anyone no medical. Sounds legit. A referee in full uniform who drove in from Mobile, Alabama. Best place to get him from.
No, yep, no one better to ref the Golden Corral.
53 spectators, none of whom have eaten a Golden Corral. The tournament ran uninterrupted through the quarterfinals before the restaurant general manager walked outside. Then they made it all the way to the quarterfinals before they got some noise going. He went outside to assess the situation for approximately 4 seconds and called the police. Officers arrived during the semifinal round, but it wasn't a microphone providing live commentary. He lowered it in when they approached, confirming that he did not have a permit, and explained that years 1 and 2 had concluded without incident, and he had taken that as an institutional approval. Then the records are years 1 or 2, but it says the lack of paperwork is not the same as lack of history. Championship belts was not awarded. It is currently in breaststroke, and he said he will present that a year for. Damn. Do you know freaking RFK Jr. will be proud of this guy. You want to get a freaking tournament for your health outside Golden Corral. You try to get more matches that you got plates inside Golden Corral. See
That's
what you
right.
really
That's
made
right.
up.
Golden Corral should have just jumped on this shit, man. They really
Yeah.
come into the buffet, then come out and watch some wrestling. Oh,
Hell
dude,
yeah. I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
yeah, right? Hell,
I'm
at that point, just bring him inside, round up some tables, you know?
Oh
It's
yeah. Right by the chocolate fountain.
perfect. Yeah.
Man, dude, that freaking awesome, man. Holding a freaking wrestling tournament, man. That's now does that guy has a wrestling club? It would be nice if he had a wrestling club.
Right?
Yeah, $12 sign up for 16 men
That ain't bad.
and 53
$12,
spectators.
man, he made some money.
Yeah. I wonder how
Expensive,
much he charge. I don't know if he's just charging or not for the spectators.
though. Right.
Because what's that? I'm not a math genius. To pull my abacus.
He's charging everybody to come into the Golden Corral parking lot. He's actually making money off all the customers for Golden Corral because
Yeah.
nobody's watching his tournament.
Bro, the manager came out there because they were charging for parking too. Like, what the fuck? I thought they were going for girl. I know they're having. Just can't have a freaking what shoot t-shirt contest. They should probably do one of those wrestling
Right?
tournaments in
Yeah.
Golden Corral.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Yeah, somebody caught you in the line for your buffet for the ribeye. That fucking set it up, man. Me, you outside.
I got a bracket for you.
But is there any other restaurant you can think of that you eat like you see a lot of controversy like that? They probably can have something like that going on outside.
I mean, Waffle House, you have it going on inside.
Shit, yeah, man. They should have a national Waffle House
They
brawl.
should. They should. That would be great.
That'd be awesome, man. For those that don't know, Waffle House is what we had before there was a thing such as street beef. Waffle House was a spot. And the thing about it was that the staff that work at Waffle House third shift were trained assassins.
Yeah. Do not act up.
Dude, don't step out of line, and you better tip right.
Dude, I saw a post. Obviously, I have no idea if it was true or not, but I saw a post on Facebook or Instagram about a Waffle House worker locked people inside because they weren't tipping well. So locked all the doors so the customers couldn't get out until they tipped.
Damn, he was getting his regardless.
Yeah, I was checking the comments and like people were freaking out about how illegal it was. I was like, dude, that's so on point for Waffle House. Who's surprised here?
Yeah, dude, they'll do anything. I seen one where people were, was it like a news outlet? Um, they did like a report, like a health report of different restaurants, and they had like a score for Waffle House was low. It's like, and what? This is Waffle House. What do you expect? You go
Yeah,
there for sanitation.
you go there because there's nothing else open, or you're
Oh yeah, and you make the best decision when you're that late. Then Jimmy check the table is clean. You're probably drinking out of somebody else's leftover
yeah,
tea.
yeah, really. Somebody didn't finish theirs, so they gave you the rest.
Yeah. Here you go. Let me know when you need a refill.
Homeboy over there doesn't look like he's gonna finish his either.
Dude, all that wild stuff that go in the Waffle House, man.
Dude, it's crazy.
You ever go to Hot House in my college? There was one across the street, Hot House. Well, they closed like year or two I was there. What's like that? Just shit going on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same way. I remember IHOP having that kind of issues.
Nah, not to that extent. I mean, I did talk to a guy who so he was a regular at the bar that my girlfriend used to work at, and I was there one time and he was talking about he had gone out drinking with some buddies or maybe even just by himself, I can't remember, and he decided to go to IHOP and he got jumped outside of IHOP.
Shit.
He got the shit beat out of him. It was crazy. He told
Why?
the whole story. I don't know. I think he might have mouthed off. He was the kind of guy that would. And he's a smaller dude. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what all instigated it, but yeah, he definitely did because he. I'm pretty sure he had like a black eye when he was talking about it.
Still some leftover.
Yeah, but that was outside. They didn't do it inside, which Waffle House would have, you know.
Yeah. Waffle House do it for technique purposes. Trying to check, see what works and what doesn't work during their trainees whenever they get trained. What you can use, what you can use. See that Waffle House, the waffle pan itself. Don't use that. We use that a lot. Don't throw that. You can throw all the stuff. You can throw eggs.
That
You can
one's
throw
outdoors. Spatulas, absolutely.
yeah.
Chairs, absolutely.
Knife gets a little too messy. You don't want to use those. Thanks for us to sanitize. No, we don't. We want to lose. You can stab somebody in the eyeball with a fork. Fair game.
Listen, it's Jimmy's initiation night. We gotta hold off and see what he can do.
Oh yeah, homecoming's next week. Let's see how he does. Oh shit. Damn, but yeah, Waffle House is wild, man.
Yeah, man.
And you expect it, man.
Yeah, it's really crazy that there's a chain that's just known for that. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter where they are, it just that's what they're known for.
you ready to scrap. Cookout, well, Cookout I've seen a couple of times. They've been fine stuff like that. But it's a size. It's a drive-through. It's not a sit-in restaurant. Personally, you see, had those sit-in restaurant.
Hmm.
But yeah, Waffle House, man. How many people do have to get killed in the Waffle House before they close one? That's my question.
I don't know.
Yeah, too. Make it bigger. Make it
Yeah,
bigger. Need more range. They were fighting too close. That's what happened. Make
yeah.
it bigger.
Clearly, people coming before we make it big.
Yeah. Yeah, they all bring in the stats of the city. What is the murder rate in this city? Are we responsible for it? No, we're not responsible for that restaurant. Statistically speaking, they just happen to die here. Oh, dude. Yeah, Waffle House, man. Never seen Cracker Barrel is another one. No, I haven't seen issues like that.
No, Cracker Barrel is a bunch of old people.
Yeah, you don't see that happening in there. And you have a lot of tools to use in there too in the wall.
Yeah, true. Yeah, fight breaks out there. Whew, it's get messy
Get
quick.
yeah. I have to get a couple of tendons shot after that.
Yeah, you got the farm
Rust.
equipment you got to worry about.
Get fucking hit with a fucking side in the middle of what the fuck was that a side? How that shit still freaking sharp? That thing never goes dull. A fucking side is a side.
Yeah,
Freaking going in there like a freaking Green Reaper, just hacking people with a side. But man, yeah, shit. Back to 327.
yeah, right.
But yeah, one guy that talks a lot of trash. You hear this guy Josh Hockett?
Not
He
sure.
does a lot of promos.
Okay.
He was doing a promo today, I think.
Hmm.
Trying to see if I can find one during his post-fight interview. Oh, it's 324. UFC Vegas 211. Thing freaking ads, man. Yes, here you go. I don't know. Will you be able to hear it?
I've heard
Okay,
some of the videos you played.
let's try it. Let me know. You can see it.
Mm.
Move.
One who could end up world hunger. Bees knees, the big cheese.
Damn.
That's wild. Dang, yeah, I wish she could hear it, but
Damn. Yeah, that guy's wild.
yeah, yeah, he's something else.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to. I don't know how to do the audio. Here you go.
Strangle
You hear now?
lightning
There
and
it is.
thunder. The one who can end world hunger. The BDs, the big G's, and me losing in a fist fight. Inward, please. I got the plums the size of drums in a division full of Tweedledees and Tweedledums on Paramount Plus, where I will make the viewer combust with one thrust.
These are here the same
And
people over
I
there.
got one name on my mind. He's a deadbeat father, not to one kid, but to 9. Waldo Cortez Acosta, you absolutely suck. And that's the bottom line.
Here you go. This is people
And
with lots of.
P.S. Brittany Griner is a man.
Wait,
Oh, ladies
what did she have to catch a trade for him?
Yeah, golly. Everybody's like, what just happened?
I don't even watch fights. And then
Man,
he
that
was
sounded
having,
straight out of WWE.
yeah. He was doing another promo today too. So I guess that's the thing now. His niche, I guess. But man, that's what I remember him for. But he also is fighting this weekend. He's fighting against Curtis Blades, a former he was up there, Operation Long guy. Did he fought? I think he fought. Yeah, I think he fought the current champion. I can't remember his name right now. British heavyweight champion. Aspinall. He fought Aspinall for the title thing
Okay.
because he beat Aspinall. He does the fight that Aspinall lost. He blew his knee in the middle of the beginning of the fight. But that's what he fought. Because Blades, he has a lot of wins. Jelton Almeida, Dacus, Hebe, Joe Boy. Just in your roster strike. Well, he has a lot of them, but he's fighting Josh Hawkins in this one. This
Okay.
fight. Cops who has a really long tooth. He's fighting this weekend as well. He's 42 years old, fighting at 145. That's usually not a weight class. You see a lot of older guys fighting.
Mm.
But to be fair, he's a 37-year-old Nate Lawler. He has 44 fights. Top Swanson.
Yeah.
30 and 14. Another fight that's interesting is I think this is gonna be a wild one. One of those fights that is potential for fight of the night. Because two wild men, Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Johnny Walker's always a show for sure.
One way or another.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember one time he got kicked out of the UFC event? For some reason, they kicked him out of the. They didn't even let him go to the back and change. They kicked him out of the venue. I don't know what was going on for security.
Really?
They were acting up for some reason. Security were fucking up, and they kicked him out of the venue. And then even let him go back there and change.
Really? I didn't know. I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, because he was posting a video about it. But Johnny Walker, he probably should have got kicked out for some shit. Like,
Yeah, right.
freaking Johnny Walker, every time he freaking flushes his socks whenever he shits, they kick him out of there. Oh, but you never know. But this is gonna be interesting. That Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. The Secret Juice Paulo Costa is move up to co-main event against Asaman Morsaganov. I was gonna say Asaman Bagatov from Bore, but no. 36-year-old, 16 and 0 record. And then the
That's
main event, Yuri Prochaska versus Carlos Ulberg. Yuri comes from the kickboxing world. He's 33 years old. Carlos Ulberg, one of his main big fights that he won recently was against Jan Blachowicz. And he beat Dominic Reyes. Which is interesting, that's probably what the UFC kept Dominic Reyes in Walker in the car in case one of those two guys drop.
true. Yeah, keep it interesting.
Smart. Yeah. He's smarter than, especially Dominic Reyes. Probably I can't remember because he was in a losing streak in a couple of fights recently that's able to put together. He lost against Carlos Ulberg, but he beat Nikita Krylov last year. He beat Anthony Smith, beat Dustin Jacoby. But that's 2022 to 24. He had a break. He didn't fight in 2023. But makes it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I'm looking back at Azamat, his career, because he's older but has a very good record. So I was wondering how active he's been. And he's been, I mean, keeping up the fights. I mean, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. He's had fights all those years, but a lot of cancellations.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I wonder, is it him or is it just he's really unlucky with opponents?
Yeah.
2021, yeah, both matches canceled. Never fought in 2021.
I mean, Kyle Ranchins is not known for being a guy that he gets injured a lot. That's 2023.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Does he come from the Sambo world? Never mind. He fought in 2010. Let me see his record. 2010, 2015. And then from 15, 16, 17, 19. And then he jumped Dana West Contender Series 2021. Then 2022, 23, 24. 23 and 24, he only had one fight. I mean, was he injured or not during that time? Yeah, he did. Okay. According to his Wikipedia, in 23, he was supposed to face Volkan Ozdemir September 2nd, 2023. However, he pulled out. Asama pulled out early August unknown reasons. It was replaced by Bogdan Goskov. Then, when he was in clear entry December same year, he suffered symptoms related to pneumonia. He was removed from the event.
Dang.
He was in 24. He was scheduled to fight Nikita Krylov, but he withdrew from the fight for unknown reasons.
That's strange. I mean, I feel like usually when people start dropping fights like that, they get dropped from the UFC pretty quickly.
Well, something else more interesting, speaking of. November 1st, 2024 to May 1st, 2025, he was suspended from competing by CSAD after testing positive for LGD 4033 metabolites.
He found a way to stop getting injured.
Yeah, I know, right? Or he was trying to cause injuries so he won't get tested for it.
True. Yeah, you're right.
Medical exemption. Which one it is? I don't know. You make the choice. Just let us know in the comments which one of those it is for him canceling his fight. Because, yeah, that's interesting that a lot of his fights getting canceled. Especially being 36. I mean, his career started in 2010. He might be working. He's 60. He's undefeated.
I mean,
you
find out.
Yeah. Secret juice versus real juice. See who's gonna win. Secret juice versus not so secret juice. See who's gonna win. See which of these two go win. Who do you think is gonna win the main event? Yuri Prochaska versus Carlos Ulberg.
I feel like Yuri. I think. Yeah, I think Pereira was his good. Yuri's a unique dude, to be sure. I think he's got it. It is interesting though. Ulberg is a kickboxer as well, so should make it interesting.
Polynesian striker. So had thick bones.
Yeah.
Thick neck, so it's hard to knock out. But past year, I don't think Jiri has ever gone to decision.
Really?
Never go. I don't think so. In the UFC, because he come from Rising, UFC, KO, submission, TKO. Yeah, KO. So he has only lost TKO Alex Pereira.
Dang.
And won by KO or submission. He submitted Glover Teixeira, which he was losing that fight. I think he was losing that fight. Came back and won. That's why he became fighter of the night.
That's how good Yuri is record was. 32-5-1.
He's a kickboxer too.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he loves fighting. I mean, you love fighting, you perform well.
His training is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
He just makes his stuff up. He, holds his breath when he sprints. Like, what in the world?
Is he considered like heavyweight version of Tony Ferguson?
I could see it.
Because Tony Ferguson wasn't Tony Ferguson weird like that?
I think he was. Yeah. I think, yeah, there's certain guys that like grit is everything to them. And so they just constantly torture themselves to, make sure they can keep going.
Yeah.
But
Because it's a tough sport.
that's probably has a lot to do with the fact that he has never gone to decision, because he's always putting it all out there. He's just so used to pain and grit.
Yeah. Even the samurai life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he has a special kind of his motivation now. Because he has a kid on the way. He's coming in, it's due in April. So that's different kind of motivation he has to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's crazy. And he's fighting for the title. That's a lot of diaper money.
Yeah, gonna need it.
Yeah. I seen recently he was freaking rock climbing somewhere. I can't remember where.
I guess I wouldn't be totally surprised by that.
Yeah, but it was right before he was announced that they Alex Pereira vacated the title. Because he has been recently too. That's a fast turnaround for this fight. I can remember correctly. But it's a fast turnaround because he vacated the title and they already immediately made that fight. Try to figure out when was it announced. He was fast. Because it was whenever they announced the white card, the White House card, and they announced this one. Because he vacated the title. I can find when it was announced. But it was decently fast. Like within the last 2 months. And how long are freaking training camps for championship? Because championship rounds is 5 rounds.
At a certain point, though, when you're at that level, I feel like you probably do train for that on the regular. I just think there's too much chance of you having to step in quickly for somebody.
Yeah.
And if you get a shot at the championship round, because, they are certainly eligible, it makes sense that they're already training for it.
Yeah, and now main events also that helps them too to get ready for those kind of fights because a lot of main events, well, all of them are 5 rounds now. Even non-title. And you have to stay active, ready to go. I'm trying to see how often he fights. He doesn't fight as often as I thought he would. Prochaska. One or 2 fights a year.
Okay, yeah, that's not as much as I was thinking.
Not as much as Kevin Holland. Well, I mean, if you live in the freaking woods and you don't use your money, I'm pretty sure you don't have to fight that as often.
True, yeah.
You don't have a much things that you have to spend your money on. He's from Czech Republic. He's the first Czech Republic UFC champion. Jiri Prochaska. He beat Glover Teixeira. And then he lost against his trainee. His protege, Alex Pereira. Yeah, he beat Khalil Roundtree and Jamal Hill. The 2 guys to Pereira with, I guess. I mean, he definitely deserves that title. But will he be able to KO Albert? That's a question.
That is a question. I mean, he's a big dude. I would think he's got the power if, I just would expect.
I'm trying to see. Because usually Albert fries international. Seen recently, he fought Australia last one, the one before that one England, that one before that one China. He had won United States St. Louis, Missouri, 2024 and 2023, back to Australia. I wonder if time zone is going to be a factor. It'll be different than they did it in Vegas because Vegas, does Vegas have elevation?
don't think so.
No, this is desert. So if you will be different, freaking do Utah compared to
Yeah.
Australia, big difference. Sea level. Yeah, it will be a difference because of sea level, Miami. Or this one. Yeah. I don't have anything else for that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have anything else? You know, close us out?
Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Give us a listen on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. Give us a follow on Instagram. Let us know what you like and what you don't like. See you guys next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Mad Matters podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and YouTube so you never miss an episode. Drop us a review, share with your training partners, and keep rolling on and off the mat. Until next time, keep fighting, keep learning, keep growing.